Welcome everybody to the Africa and Middle East Members Web Conference, July 2019. This is our monthly web conference, and it's all about connecting your business to a better future so that you can create more referrals, create a better relationship among each other, and get to know each other better to grow your business. We used to have these meetings earlier as well. However, this time we have come up with a more innovative approach on how we are going to deal with members in terms of facilitating, encouraging, and promoting more referrals in a more structured way. For those who do not know about Adam Global, so we are basically a professional networking organization and a community where members help each other by finding new business for each other and to make referrals. We are also a platform and a marketplace business for professional service providers across discipline to refer business to each other. So it's not just lawyers referring clients to lawyers, but a lawyer working with an accountant, someone working with an insurance provider. And it's always selling through the network and not to the network, which is very important. Referrals from now onward, but now since we are more structured, will be tracked and statistics will be carefully kept for attendance for these web meetings, regardless of whether you as a member are attending or not. We always encourage your attendance. If you can't, good to have a proxy in place if you can replace someone from your office to ensure that you do not miss out on valuable information and the opportunity to create business among each other. The recording will also have the amount of business passed and will be from this meeting onwards in every meeting be addressed, circulated, discussed, and made available for members' information purposes. So these are just a few things that you should get out of a membership, and especially from attending today's web conference. The web conference will be 60 minutes, and I just want to give you a few pointers on what you can actually expect from the web meetings. Public speaking, one of my favorite things. It enables you to polish your public speaking skills. You can actually practice your business pitching. Also, our events. We give opportunities to members to speak during our events, which can create definitely a positive impact in the network, because I've personally seen new members going from I don't want to stand up and speak to actually going to a position, to a stance that would make them be proud of having actually taken a chance. This also helps outside of a meeting in the real world. So we have a basis of an elevator pitch delivered with confidence, taglines and USPs. Now, I'm not here to teach you anything, but we are here to actually remind us of things that we sometimes as business owners and entrepreneurs being so busy in our day-to-day activities kind to overlook. So many members add a tagline normally to the 60 seconds business pitch, or you would already have one. Normally, when you start seeing these business pitching that will go around, you'll start getting more inspiration from other members, and you will come up with more clever ones, because this can actually make a difference on how you come across to your target customers. And these help members, your target audience, and their clients, members' clients basically, to have a micro pitch in the back of their minds when an opportunity arises, so you will jump to the front of their minds. One of my favorites, of course, from the Adam Global platform is that it's about making friends and building real relationships. Because AG is not just about getting new business, but it's also about making friends, building relationship on a meet, like, know, and trust basis. Because it's impossible otherwise for someone to refer you or to refer you to someone, because they would hardly know you. They would basically not be able to trust you in terms of what you can deliver to them and what you promise. You'll also find other networking opportunities through Adam that you'll hear about. The annual conference is actually our major event, which will happen this year in Berlin from the 26th to the 28th September. The 27th is the International Business Forum. 28th will be our workshops and practice development sessions for members. Our premium members attendance is compulsory. It's crucial, in fact, to make sure that you make the most out of this network. Last year, we had a fantastic event in Dubai. We had over 200 people attending our gala dinner, with more than 150 people attending our business forum and panel discussions the next day. I'm also proud to say that we have partnered up with the European Legal Tech Association in Germany. I was talking about the annual conference, so please make sure that you register for it. Also extend the invitation to your clients and bring probably a partner along. In principle, networking opportunities help you grow your business. Also, we'll have an education session on how to network and market your business, because members in this room may be new to AG. Some will be long-established members and use their wisdom and techniques to learn and grow in the world of networking. So I think we'll have a very exciting session later on how to create a perfect network and create referrals out of the network. And then you'll also get knowledge about other businesses because we'll have members from time to time presenting about their firm, and this opportunity is ideally given to our premium members. So normally our basic members will be able to get the advantage to obtain knowledge and learn about other people's businesses, but the presentation slot is always given priority to our premium members here. And then finally, we've got business referrals, because let's be honest, we all are here to win more business, and not just from the room, but through the room, as I said. And building those relationships here will help these referrals that you're seeking come naturally. I've always described it like this, that if you meet a guy in the bar, let's say he's called John, he's a plasterer. So you've never met him before, but before you instantly say, come and plaster my ceiling, the answer of course is no. But let's say you see John at the bar every week, or every now and then you interact through some source or the other and really get to know him, although you have never seen his work apart from a few photographs maybe. You have now built the trust and chances that when you are in need of a plasterer, you know exactly who to call upon. So it's all about building the relationship. Just to go through quickly through the format, after this we'll have a quick 60-second business pitch for each one of you. We'll have an education slot, a members presentation by our partner in Kenya, Lapche Consulting, Mr. Laban. On his behalf, we've got Mr. Hudson presenting. And we'll have a referrals round to actually discuss how the referrals really work and how those are supposed to be passed on in future and how we're going to measure that. But before I get further, I just want to make a quick introduction to our new members, Mr. Hamad Chaudhry, who is in fact actually our first member in the insurance industry. And we have got another member from Israel. So Miss Beverly is actually co-founder of BLNZ Law Offices and Notaries in Israel. So welcome to the group. This is exactly what you need to do. It's right in front of your screens. You need to say your name loud and clear, tell where you are from, basically where you're based in, your firm is based in, what your company really does, give some proof about your work, such as your success ratio, back it up by numbers, and what you're really looking from the network. Because again, as I said, it's not selling to the network, but through the network. So what type of clients, of members, or what type of referral partners are you likely to work with, and where do your clients come from? How do they look like? So 60 seconds each. So Miss Beverly, we'll start with you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. My name is Beverly Zaba, and I'm a lawyer. I'm in Israel. I assume most of you have heard of Israel, but just in case you haven't, it's a very small country in the Middle East, which is well known because we do a lot of high-tech work over here. There's a very, very large technology section, and people sometimes refer to Israel as a startup nation. We have per capita as much startups as, or more than New York and London. Another thing that we're very good about in Israel is water treatment, because Israel is basically a desert and there's a shortage of water all the time. So we have a lot of technology also in the area of water treatment. Also because of other reasons, we have a lot of things in unmanned drones and things like that. As you know, I am a lawyer. I do a lot of international transactions on behalf of my clients. Sometimes my client will be an Israeli company that is selling technology to a foreign country. And sometimes my client will be a foreign company, for example, an American company that is purchasing or investing in an Israeli company. So most of my activity as a lawyer is on the international arena.
We have got on my list is Dr. Asim Saru from Egypt. Dr. Asim, it's your turn. Please tell everybody who you are, where you're. I mean, I told already that you're based in Egypt, but more about yourself.
Yes, thank you very much, Jessica. Thank you for the improvement. I'm happy to be here now. I am Asim. My name is Asim Saru. ASGS, I'm working for audit, tax, and financial advisory. We deliver all financial services starting from setting up the companies, open financial services related to these companies or any economic opportunities.
Thank you very much. Next on my list is Mr. Ed Rogers from Florida.
My name's Ed Rogers, and I'm the CEO of US Trust Advisory Services, LLC, which is a member firm in Adam Global. UTAS delivers US-focused wealth planning services, plus US legal and tax advice, and immigration services. And we also specifically help non-US persons to invest in or through the US. UTAS is also a member in the OCSL group, which delivers international wealth planning services. We're interested in Africa and the Middle East because I was born in Africa and brought up there in Nigeria, and I've also worked in the Middle East as well.
Great, thank you. And what type of clients are you looking forward to work with?
The kind of clients we work with, clients that are interested in setting up trusts, foundations, funds, and various types of corporate entities around the world. And we also dabble in things like project funding, financing, and immigration and visa services.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ed. I'll just then move quickly to the next. We've got Gloria Walumbengo.
Hello, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Gloria Walumbengo. I work with AAA Management Services Limited, that is AAA Management Services, as a fund administrator. We are a licensed fund administrator based in Seychelles, and we offer investment solutions in terms of providing services to do with setting up funds, specifically professional funds, private equity funds, and public funds as well. And we also
and what type of clients are you looking forward to, Gloria?
We're looking especially for clients who specialize in private equity funds, and as well as professional funds and public funds, the setup and the management.
In Seychelles?
That's what the clients
right?
are looking for. Yeah, in Seychelles, yes.
Okay, perfect, great. Thank you so much. Next on the list is Hamad Chaudhry.
I'm Hamad Chaudhry. I'm based in UAE, Ajman. We are basically an insurance advisory firm. We do the consultation for any kind of risk associated with your transactions, as well as the corporate risk. We do valuation. We do advise the right choice for your business, and most of the clients what we are dealing with are small and medium enterprises, as well as we have certain large corporates as well. So if you look at the conversion ratio of our portfolio, we're at to 70-75% of all the leads what we get from the market. We were not dealing with any specific kind of insurance. We actually deal with all lines other than life insurance. We're not life insurance agents. We don't advise on the life insurance as well. But yes, as far as it's a corporate insurance, medical, property, workmen, professional indemnity, keyman insurance, we do the claim settlement as well as the selling and the servicing of the insurance, whatever your requirements are.
And these insurances are for United Arab Emirates, is that correct?
These are for United Arab Emirates. We can cover for entire GCC. We have direct, one of the partners of our company is in London, Lloyd's of London. So if any risk is to be negotiated from Lloyd's of London itself, we provide all these services for that as well.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Next on my list, I have our second last attendee, which is Kalindi Ramdoni, a new member as well.
I'm Kalindi Ramdoni, the Managing Director of Tariq Partners Limited, based in Mauritius. My company is engaged in the advisory and outsourcing services for the global business sector. We accompany foreign investors either to establish the company, their business operations in Mauritius, or they want to do business in Africa using Mauritius as a platform. So Mauritius is positioning itself, it is in the Indian Ocean, as a gateway for foreign investors going to Africa. These companies, while going into Africa using Mauritian platform, they will benefit first from attractive tax rates, that ranges from 0 to 15% maximum. We have a series of non-double taxation treaties with 44 countries around the world. And being part of Africa, we also benefit from preferential tariffs of COMESA and SADC. We are part of COMESA and SADC countries. We also offer outsourcing services for our customers in the IT sector, the accounting, the HR, payroll, debt recovery, and for the trading platform. It's good to know that Mauritius is not classified as a tax haven, and it is whitelisted on the OECD list. So we are really compliant with the international laws and institutions. Thank you.
So Kalindi, what type of clients are you looking to work forward? Looking forward to work with?
So clients that are international, that are doing business into Africa. So if they use a Mauritian platform, then they will benefit. Let's say we have a Belgian customer, client who has activities in free territories in Africa. So if doing the business, instead of doing the business directly into Africa, it can use a Mauritian entity to do the trading into Africa, thereby benefiting the tax rate and paying only 3% of taxes. Mm-hmm. And also for outsourcing, now I'm looking for a partner. I'm going to launch my accounting outsourcing services. I'm looking for a partner, an international partner, who would be willing to do a joint venture with me on that business activity.
Okay, let's see what the network can offer you. Thank you very much, Kalindi. We have got, on behalf of Managing Partner of Lapche Consulting, Mr. Laban, we've got Mr. Hudson, is that right?
Yes, thank you very much. So, Lapche Consulting, that is our company. As you heard, my name is Hudson. We are basically an audit firm, but we do consulting for a number of clients. We are based in Nairobi. We deal with clients of all range. Basically, an audit firm. We deal with clients in finance, manufacturing, and also insurance. We are looking for clients and collaborations with, especially for people who want to invest in Kenya in joint ventures. Kenya is Africa's largest economy with a low-risk environment, with a good market access, with political and economic stability. So it gives you a good chance if you want to invest and you want to collaborate with Kenya, which is basically an agri-based economy.
What type of clients are you looking to work with?
We look for clients specifically collaborate in terms of audit, people who want to invest in finance, for instance, banking. We are working with clients who want to invest in banking and finance. Mobile platforms, Kenya is well known for mobile platforms, especially in finance. So those are the kind of clients we are looking for.
Thank you very much, Hudson. We have got on board with us as well Umar from Turkey, Umar Kesikli.
Okay, hello friends. My name is Ömer Kesikli. I'm a lawyer and I represent Kesikli Law Firm based in Istanbul, Turkey. We provide legal services. We both litigate and provide legal consultancy services, and we serve a diverse client base from global corporations to small entrepreneurial companies and individuals. Typically solve very complicated cases through dispute resolution or through amicable settlements. So what we typically do is solving your problems in Turkey, whatever your legal problem is, and we also provide a legal structure, and we lead our clients through the intricacies of Turkish laws and regulations on a variety of sectors, including construction, energy, power business, and relating to corporate and commercial law. So we would be pleased to assist you or your clients on any of your corporate commercial projects or infrastructure projects, or any kind of legal problems you may have with Turkish companies or in Turkey.
Great, thank you very much, Omar. That was quite helpful. So how to get referrals from members of your network? Now, the idea is always that it takes 3 people to engage to be a referral. So every business day of the week, people all over the world that are sitting around in other networks, and including Adam Global, basically come with the intention, meet with the intention of getting and giving referrals. One of my biggest frustrations is that few members are really tapping into the potential of the network they're a member of. And let's just take the example of Adam Global here. So there's a system for generating referrals, and you have to be willing to do the work in order to get them. Now, this presentation will actually help you to give you a few simple steps and instructions to make the most out of your referrals. So number 1 is to be credible. This means people must trust who you say to be, who you are, and do what you say you will do. You have to build personal credibility as well as professional credibility. You might be the best at what you do, but as a person, if you do not show up as your best self, you come late to the meetings, or you don't contribute to the network at all, you make disruptive comments, or just try to actually not work to create relationships with others within the network, basically you can be aware that your personal actions and the impact will be then negatively on your personal credibility. What to do is basically to respond to queries immediately that coming from members, and be there to help other members, and make sure that you're always on time, and whether it's a web meeting, whether it's a professional event, not just from within the network, but otherwise, or in your other networks, or in your personal life as well. On the other hand, if you have a great personal credibility, but there is no proof that you're good at what you do professionally, that can be a problem too. Focus to take time to build your personal and professional credibility for the people who are going to risk their reputation referring you. Because at the end of the day, it's all about people that do business with people they trust. And if you're not visible, you're not credible. Now, in order to be credible, the best way is to share the knowledge that you have. And I'm talking here about mostly professional credibility, because personal credibility is that you carry with yourself. You need to communicate effectively and consistently with members on who your ideal clients are. How do we recognize them? Where is your office? Where do you do business locally? In your region or globally, that is like with other markets as well. So it's not about where you are only looking at. How do you get paid? What are your hours? And you must make it really easy, and as easy as possible for members of your network if you want them to help you find your ideal client. That's always the thumb rule. And with the Adam Global knowledge sharing platform, I'm sure that everybody has received an email on the 8 marketing tools via the Adam Global platform. But when you talk about sharing knowledge, there are so many tools, including newsletters, one-to-one video meetings, which are really crucial and they're very important. So how many of us have really taken out the time to actually set up a meeting with another member one-to-one to explore what could be the possible synergies and potential collaboration we could work? Because again, we're always trying to sell to the network, but it's really important to know that it's always through the network. And then what really adds up to your professional credibility? I do mentor a lot of other businesses as well that come back to me on a pro bono basis for guidance on how to create the marketing presence, online, offline, as well as the personal brand. Where it is easy with products and retail marketing, where you have a tangible thing to show and offer to your client, it really matters about testimonials and reviews about end customers. I do understand that when it comes to corporate services, business services, it becomes a bit tricky because you deal with kind of clients that are really conscious about the confidentiality. So what really helps your business to stand out are case studies. It's not just preparing the case studies and just getting them published on your website. What really matters is how do you market them and where you market. Make use of that Adam Global platform that we offer to our members. We have that as part of the members marketing plan for our premium members, where we help them develop such case studies. The case studies are yours, but we just help them to develop and write them in a manner that markets to the public and to your ideal target audience as well. So, and number 3, of course, make sure that you have identified the needs and communicated that to members. So what need do you fix for your clients? Educate your network, educate other members of the networks. Why do they hire you? Why do other clients hire you? When do they need you really? How, for example, I as a member, as a fellow members of yours, will know when they're in the looking zone and not in the buying zone? And are there questions that your network, the Adam Global network, can ask on your behalf to generate interest? I would like to really kind of relate it to to that saying, if you never ask, the answer will always be no. So you can't really blame the platform. You can't really pinpoint things when you haven't done enough to network with other people from within the network to create that kind of trust and relationship and educate them about their needs on a consistent basis. So I know a lot of members that say, you know what, I've joined the platform. If there is a business, please let me know. Unfortunately, that is not the way business is done or business works or referrals work for that matter of fact. Now, that's where my next point comes in. Actually, it's about generating and giving referrals. How do you generate referrals? You educate your networks about how do you want your network to generate the referral? Should they just pass you a card? Or should they set up a call? Does an email introduction work? Or set up a face-to-face introduction perhaps via video meeting if you're cross borders, of course. It's really about you teaching the network and your fellow members to how you want to receive referrals. Otherwise, they will take the easiest way possible and just hand out probably business cards. I would really like to pinpoint that a lead is not really a referral. A lead could be just anybody who you think could have a potential interest in the business of a member. But a referral is more like a triangle, a relationship where all parties are directly involved and they know really that they're going to be introduced or getting the problem for them solved through the services that the member offers. I would always prefer that we actually create referrals, whereas members marketing can help you get leads, but referrals is all about, trust. Those are more likely to convert into closed business opportunities. It's the thumb rule of reciprocity. You have to give referrals to get referrals, because the best way to generate more referrals for your business is to learn how to find referrals for your fellow network members and generate business for them. How you refer them is how they will return and refer it to you. If all you pass is a name and a number, which is kind of a lead, then you can count on them doing the same for you. And as I said, reciprocity is always at work. While you might not get a referral from that person in your network, but because others are seeing you being active within the network, that you're giving a real referral, they will in turn give it to you as well. And last but not the least, always make sure that you thank people. Don't forget to thank people who send you referrals, even if it's not a closed business. Because if you want to generate more, then you have to recognize those that are doing the work for you. People want to be appreciated when they help you, and they remember when you have taken the time to do something as simple as a handwritten note or just a call. Just pick up a call and take the conversation on from there. So just to summarize, the simple steps for referrals is really be credible, share knowledge, identify needs, important, I would say generate and give referrals if you want to really generate referrals, and make sure that you always thank people around you. Now, referrals take time to generate because it takes time to build trust and credibility and teach people what they need to know to refer. Unfortunately, most people do not take the time to teach the network how to identify great referral and how to develop them. It is a long process, but it is a very rewarding one when you get a group of people helping you find your ideal client. Always remember, you have to give if you want to get. Referrals are created through trusted relations, and relationships just do not happen. They are created. All good things take time. I'll come to that later towards the end of the session. So before I go to the members' presentation, there's a study which says that you can actually create 500% more referrals for people when they have built strong friendships and relationships with members in the network. Now, the real question is, how in this world do you really do that? Like, you might be thinking, it's not even 1%, so you're talking about 500%, Jessica. I just want to share that in a study that is published in 2018 by the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships. It was found that it takes about 50 hours of interaction to move from being an acquaintance to becoming a casual friend. And it takes a total of 90 hours to become real friends, and a total of 200 to become close. Now that 200 hours is basically your investment, and the best way to speed up the process is to actually spend time in the process of developing relationships with the people you're networking with. Networking is truly more about farming than it is about hunting. It is about building relationships and friendships with other business professionals from within the network. When it comes to getting referrals from your network, confidence is a vital component. Not your confidence, but the confidence your fellow network members have in you. None of them want to risk their personal reputation by referring business, information, or context to a stranger they barely know, or person they barely know. even though you may have known many of your fellow networkers for some time, until they've gained a certain level of confidence that a referring contacts to you will not harm their reputation with their clients, associates, friends, or family, you're still a referral stranger, regardless of the platform or any network that you join. That's very important for me to share with you. In terms of the referrals and deals round, since it's a lot of first time for a lot of people. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows from now on how referrals and deals are being tracked, will be tracked, and how this is going to be encouraged. We will have a regional mentor to encourage business. So, for example, that's why we have different groups: Africa, Middle East. We'll have a Europe group. We'll have we'll have an Asian group as well, and hopefully an Americas group as well. And we'll have appointed regional mentors from within the network itself. So the member themselves will be appointed as regional mentor. It's a voluntary role, of course, to encourage business. It is important that you actually do one-to-one throughout the month with other members. So please take out time to make sure that you identify at least 2 to 3 members each month that you really want to work together with, the market that you're interested to work with. I'll just give you an example. I recently, we started doing that as Adam Global, the marketing division, where we started actually reaching out to members and asking them, where is the market that you're really interested to work in? Where do your clients come from? We identify the other reciprocal member from that region, and we actually arrange that one-to-one video meeting for them so that they can get to know each other better and actually explore more potential synergies, because every one of you has then their own network as well. So you can't just imagine how massive that gets. So it's more like, you know, it grows and grows and grows. Tapping into each other's network is actually key, and that is done through relationship building. So it will become a very pivotal key point for members here to have the one-to-ones, and we will be tracking those one-to-ones as well. We're getting our portal for members up and ready and upgrading. But I do have something that I would like to share with you here on the screen shortly. Every member must pass minimum 2 referrals each month, to regardless whatever member. That has to be recorded and tracked, and I'm going to show you shortly on the screen how that will be done. What happens if the member doesn't really pass referral? We actually, I talked about regional mentors. You will be contacted by the regional mentor and by representative of the AG network to actually address why is it that you would not have been able to pass 2 referrals to whatever member. We always say that we are 200, 300, 400 members. I mean, we are growing, but reality is that you won't be doing business with all 200 people. You will probably do business with 10 or 20 people that really are from within the network. So make sure that you identify those, do one-to-ones, get to know each other better. We are happy to facilitate that. I'll just quickly show you on screen as well how this is going to work, how you are going to record, how we are going to record the referrals, and how referrals should ideally be passed. Emails will be circulated when that is up and ready. This is just a dummy version of what I'm going to show you here on the screen. So this is that will be part of the portal. This is a very simple form. If you have a referral, you just write on your name. Let's say Jessica Augustine refers to Laban Shige from Kenya, right? And the referral title is Audit Service for a Client from UAE interested in Kenya, let's say. And the referral description, whatever the client needs, I'll just write it in here. I have the option to say that maybe that I have given the client the detail of Laban. I have told them that they will call. We will add another option that since it's currently upgrading, where we are doing some upgrades in here. Technical updates are happening as well. One-to-one meetings, pass them the business card. You can also mention what is the type of referral, whether it's from within the network or outside the network. The contact number this is the contact number of the referral itself, the contact address, the contact email, the preferred mode. If you want Laban to, for example, if I want Laban to directly contact the referral, I can just put in the number of the referral, the address, and the contact emails, whatever information I have. Or if I don't want Laban to directly contact the referrals, I can put in simply my contact details in here so that Laban would know that he has to contact me for that client. Any comments I think I need to add in here. And then, of course, from a scale of 1 to 5, how seriously interested that lead is. It kind of really helps we'll give some description pointers in here. 1, for example, would be just like looking around, and 5 is like really needs the service right here and now, right now. So that would be qualified as a hot lead. If I have any additional things that I think would be useful in while sharing the referral with the potential member, I'll just upload. I can upload my files in here and just submit. When you submit this referral, we have a backend system via Salesforce as a backend machine for us, where everything gets recorded and stored. This enables us to actually statistically record all these referrals. We also have a separate form for deals, a section here where it is very easy for you to tell you what you're looking for really here: buyer, seller, investor, distributor, partner, agent, financier, what industry the deal is in, what the requirements are really, what requirements do you have, and if you have any more details about the deal that you are actually proposing in the group, and the mode of communication, and the procedure will be the same. It goes into the system. We'll notify members when this is up and running. Meanwhile, we'll manually have a system. I have my colleague Saheli here, who will record the leads, and we'll personally get in touch with members to make sure that they are that actually referrals and business is happening in between members. So I always believe start with giving before we ask for the return. That's, I think, it from my side. James, we didn't have a chance to have your to hear about your company and what type of clients you're looking forward to. So I'm just going to give James the chance to introduce himself.
I'm representing Seychelles for a firm in the name of AAA Management Services, which holds a fund administration license. We also do have a corporate service provider license within Seychelles, a regulated company. What we do company corporations, basically setting up investment vehicles. We do process of investment license. We also do fund administration, also part of the management of the assets requested by the funds, and by extension providing customized operational services. In the recent past, we have managed to assist our clients set up companies within a record time of 24 hours, set up funds and also securities brokerage businesses between 2 to 3 months respectively. We, in essence, from what I've just mentioned, we have managed to offer our clients or partners an experience right from project setup to implementation, which we gladly say that we confirm our value propositions to our clients. At this point, I am looking for investors who are interested in offshore or onshore company formations, fund setups, administrations, and general management of the same investments. So at this point, I will say we are open for those kinds of clients.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, James. Quite helpful. Meanwhile, I request members to actually think of referrals from within people that are present right now on the screen. What type of referrals do you think you could pass on to any one of the members? And then we'll just quickly wrap it up by talking through it and seeing who can pass a referral to whom. I think that sounds quite fair. If you, of course, need more time to think through it, I'll give you that time. You have a complete month again to do that before we meet again. Over to Mr. Hudson.
James Kipeka, I would think of the kind of referrals that I have in mind would be still in the line of business setting up offshore, where probably I need a license, let's say like in Dubai or another jurisdiction. I think that would be.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm talking to everybody, that everybody can think through all the referrals that, from what they have heard today, what type of referrals are you currently, all of you are currently having that you think you could pass on to a member on this screen today. I would like you to make a note of it and probably share it in the chat group while Mr. Hudson, meanwhile, is presenting more about Lapche Consulting and what the firm has to offer. Great. So over to you, Mr. Hudson.
We are LabCheck Consulting. That is the company that I'm representing. As I said, we are based in Nairobi, and we are an audit firm, basically. We are strong in tax, advising our clients on tax, audit, and advisory in terms of investments. We established since 2007, and we've got a sizable pool of staff, 23 members, mostly chartered CPAs, and we've been members of Adam Global since the year 2015. So I think we are fairly old. We are regulated and licensed by ISPAC. ISPAC is our local audit regulator. Laban Chege is the founder. He started this, as I said, in 2007. He's got 35 years experience in audit, tax, investments, advising clients on investments, advising clients who want to invest in Kenya and East Africa. He also sits in diverse boards, in a number of boards locally for a number of international companies. So he's got lots of experience in terms of that. As I said, we joined Adam Global in 2015, and we've been active members since then. So who are we? Advise clients in terms of identifying the best resources and to achieve the best results when they want to invest in Kenya and East Africa. Those are one of our strongest terms. We help them package so that they can have maximum impact when they're having discussions, and we also help them to negotiate and to when they want to invest in Kenya and in East Africa, we help them to negotiate so that they can get the best impact in their when they are in the investment. So one of our strongest terms is we create close relationships with our clients so that they can get the best in addressing their task which has been assigned. And our consultants, who I said, as I said, mostly are CPAs, certified public accountants. They pay particular attention to their areas of specialization, as I said, in tax, audit, and also a little bit of insurance. So we understand our clients' needs and problems, and we're able to help them sort them out. Kenya is East Africa's strongest economy, and I'm sure you'll not miss a thing or two which you'd like to invest in Kenya. So let me tell you a little bit about Kenya. Kenya is, as I said, is the leading powerhouse. It's East Africa's largest economy with low-risk investment environment. It's a strategic location for regional, financial, communication, and transport hub. We've got many multinational companies which are based in Kenya, headquarters in Nairobi. So that gives you to the confidence that when you are in Kenya, it's more of a regional hub. You've got huge market access. As I said, it's the sort of the market leader in here in terms of East Africa, from Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, and our preferred referrals, startups, guys who want to invest in Kenya, people who want to merge, joint ventures, people who want to seeking expertise in terms of audit referrals, maybe of a global company and wants to invest in Kenya and have a projects in Kenya. We do a lot of project audits. So that is our areas of expertise. Okay, so we welcome you to Kenya. We'll be glad to give you any referral in Kenya, or if you have any referral in Kenya, we'll be happy to take it up. So strong things about Kenya, as I said, is agribusiness, tourism. We are strong in agriculture, Kenya, also strong in tourism, the third leading tourist country in terms of in Kenya. Agribusiness, we do a lot of exports in Kenya, a lot of high quality tourism lodges, Other opportunities are renewable energy, biofuels, solar, wind, geothermal winds, very strong in Kenya in geothermal winning, geothermal drilling, geothermal wealth, and geothermal energy. So those are some of our strong points in Kenya. Our contacts, as I said, we've been members of Adam Global since 2015, and we've been very active members. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hudson. Very kind of you. Beverly, do you have any questions related to anything of today's presentation? Any comments, any suggestions, any feedback?
No, I don't have any questions. Thanks.
Okay, great. Dr. Asim, how about you?
It's fine. Yeah, let's continue. I don't have any question for now.
Any comments, any suggestions? All of them are appreciated as well. Even if you have a referral that's currently on top of your mind, you can share them. Ed, what about you?
Yeah, I get referrals all the time. Sometimes I'm usually passing them on to non-Adam members, but I'm looking forward to having the portal access where I can post deals on the website that might be picked up by Adam members.
Absolutely, we are on it, Ed. Gloria,
okay,
thanks, Ed, for your comments. Gloria, you have any comments, suggestions, questions, referrals?
No questions for today, but thank you for having me today. Thank you.
Okay, great. Hamad?
Yeah, hi. Well, no questions, honestly, but yes, I'm really interested to deal with Lab3 because I have a couple of things that might be, you can mutually sign up something, but that will be in Pakistan because we have a company based in Pakistan into agriculture, and they're doing a lot of work there. And I can get you in touch with them, and maybe because we're the first one to launch the automated bedding machinery for the wheat and all that in Pakistan. So I'll get you in touch with them, and maybe if you guys can do something together, I'll be more than happy to assist throughout.
That's a great start, Hamad. Thank you very much. I think I would really strongly recommend to have a one-to-one and take that further.
Sure.
I'm happy to facilitate that. Perfect. Next, Mr. Hudson, do you have any questions?
Thank for this opportunity to make that presentation. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you for being here. James, do you have any questions, comments, or referral to pass to a member?
Yeah, thank you. I have 2 questions. So when we have any referral, we go to the portal, we post the information there, and then from there you will handle this. How does it work?
So ideally, I'll tell you actually the ideal scenario on how the portal, the end portal should be looking like currently, because we are updating it and upgrading it. It's that whenever you're actually putting in a referral, the member whom you're passing the referral to will get notified through a push notification on mobile and via email, and they respond to it, while we also receive a copy of that, and we make sure that there is a timeline to actually respond to a referral, so before it actually dies out. So if there is no response from the receiving party, Adam Global interferes and gets in contact with you and finds other suitable partners to work with. So that's the ideal scenario that will be resulting, that will actually the portal will offer to members. Right now, the referral and deals form actually on the website will be currently ready so that it doesn't interrupt regardless of the portal being ready or not. We'll receive an indication and we'll pass it on manually currently to the member till it gets automated. We are actually in the process of it. So we as Adam Global we are the facilitator. We need to make sure that the member responds accordingly to it. To connecting you to another appropriate member, because the first right is always given to our premium members, and then from within the network, down the layer, it's passed on. I hope that kind of makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
But I'll just quickly then move to the next. Omar, do you have any comments, suggestions, referrals to make?
Jessica, in fact, our clients are interested in investing in Africa, and Kenya might be one of the attractive jurisdictions. So I just wrote in the chatting box here something about that. So I think we can discuss this on one-to-one with Laban later on. I have already referred a couple of small jobs up to now. You know, we are a very new member, only since the beginning of this year. So thank you for today's session and for all information provided by the members.
Great. Thank you very much for your comments. I think,
My pleasure.
yeah, so that kind of sums it up. I hope I haven't missed out anybody else here right now. Dear members, thank you very much. As said, if you want referrals, you get to give referrals. And from the next meeting onwards, please make sure that you are present. If you can't make it to the meeting, which is understandable in certain circumstances, you can always arrange for a proxy on your behalf. So make sure that, and you can also invite your staff to these meetings, because we have got these learning sessions going on. It's always good to exchange value. They can actually come and participate in this meeting. Your staff is, because when we give you the membership, it's actually not to you as a person, but to your entire firm. So basically, everybody who represents your firm and you can make the most out of this presentation is more than welcome. I will be announcing the next date for the next meeting in a couple of days. Meanwhile, please do not forget to register to our annual global conference, in Berlin, the International Business Forum and AGM in Berlin, happening from the 26th to the 28th September. 27th, which is a Friday, is the International Business Forum. 28 are the workshops. 26 is welcome and arrivals. So please make sure that you can be present. Bring a client along. If not, you can also arrange a proxy. Difficulties in registration, let me know. I'm at your service always. My team is at your service as well. So thank you very much, members. I now take the opportunity to sign off and wish you all a very good day. And please keep passing on referrals.